When I make my coffee in the morning, it's one of the most important traditions of my life. It has to be done in a specific manner. I take my mocha pot, fill it with water. At the same time, while boiling the water, I grind my coffee. I put it in a little filter, and that filter goes into the mocha pot. And as the water boils over, obviously out of this beautiful mocha pot, there's beautifully brewed coffee that comes out. And that is a result of following a pattern, a ritual every morning that gives meaning to my life. And it has made me realize how wonderfully creative we human beings can be, how we can make something meaningful out of the mundane, how our rituals, and especially religious rituals, carry a lot of weight if you actually know what they mean and know where they come from. There are many traditions in the church, for example, singing traditions of singing Lord have mercy on us, and traditions like singing Christmas carols on the streets. These kind of traditions are actually so special, but in many ways I think as modern people, we forget how important traditions are, how we can actually make the world meaningful. Because what I've experienced in many interactions with people is a certain dryness in their language. They don't feel that much anymore. They get stuck into very bad rhythms and habits. They might walk in a beautiful place in nature, see a river or trees and animals, but they don't see the beauty in it. And it's a problem that one of the big theologians wrote about, Paul Tillich, one of my favorite theologians. But also, before that even, I always think of the saying of Fyodor Dostoevsky, beauty will save the world. In a very deep sense, I now fully feel that statement, because I've rediscovered my love for beauty in the world, but also realized that the antithesis to seeing the beauty in the world is dry emptiness. It's not having any passion, not having any kind of will to live. That will to live can be reignited, definitely. And I think it happens through the preaching of God's word. It happens through music, through interactions where people are actually being real with one another. It doesn't happen that often today, but at least in my everyday life, I now employ this little strategy of actually being real with people. And in many cases, it works, because being real is definitely connected to seeing the beauty in life. Going through the world with a different set of eyes, because you know what you need to recognize in the world. You know that you cannot just be blind to everything that's around you. You actually have to take note of this world that we have found ourselves in, and keep on discovering everything there is.